Something strange happened in football history. The biggest tournament on earth simply disappeared. Millions of fans today have no idea it was ever supposed to happen. And if history had taken a different path, the football world we know today might look completely different. When people think about the FIFA World Cup, they imagine packed stadiums, unforgettable goals, and legends lifting the famous trophy. Every 4 years, the whole world seems to stop just to watch football. But there was one World Cup that never kicked a ball. It was planned. It was announced. Teams were getting ready. Then, it vanished. That sounds impossible, right? Not exactly. To understand this forgotten story, we have to travel back to the late 1930s. Football was growing faster than ever. The first World Cup in 1930 had already shown the world something special. Then came another tournament in 1934, followed by an even bigger one in 1938. Fans believed football had entered a golden age. Everyone expected the next World Cup to be even greater. But nobody knew that something much bigger than football was quietly changing the world. By 1938, Europe was becoming more dangerous every month. Countries were arguing. Borders were changing. Leaders were making risky decisions. Most people still hoped everything would calm down. Football fans certainly did. After all, sport had always been a way to bring people together, or so they thought. FIFA had already started planning the next World Cup. The tournament was scheduled for 1942. Different countries dreamed of hosting it. South America wanted another chance after Europe hosted 2 tournaments in a row. Many believed it was only fair. Excitement was building, even though the host nation had not been officially chosen. But here is the weird part. Nobody expected that the biggest enemy of football would not be another team. It would be a global war. On September 1939, World War II officially began. Almost overnight, everything changed. Stadiums became military bases. Football pitches were used for training soldiers. Thousands of players left their clubs to join the armed forces. Some never returned. Imagine being one of the best footballers in the world. One day, you're preparing for the biggest tournament of your life. The next day, you're wearing a military uniform instead of your club's jersey. It sounds like a movie. But for many players, it became reality. Football suddenly became one of the least important things in people's lives. Families were trying to survive. Cities were under attack. Travel became almost impossible. Even simple things like organizing friendly matches became incredibly difficult. This is where things get strange. The World Cup was never officially played, but FIFA never truly gave up on the idea at first. Officials hoped the war would end quickly. Maybe the tournament could simply be delayed. Maybe everything would return to normal within a year or two. It didn't. The fighting spread across continents. More countries joined the war. Transportation collapsed. Entire national teams were broken apart as players were called into military service. Some football stadiums were damaged. Others were completely destroyed. And just like that, the 1942 FIFA World Cup quietly disappeared. .no opening ceremony, .no final, .no champion. Just silence that gets even crazier. The same thing happened again with the 1946 World Cup. Once more, there was no tournament. For the first and only time in history, football's biggest competition vanished for 12 long years. An entire generation of players lost their chance to become World Cup heroes. Some were at the peak of their careers. Others never got another opportunity. And that's where this forgotten story becomes even more unbelievable.